Welcome back to Magic Tarot Cards. It's Jasmine with a 7 card spread. This is going to be for Chad and Tammy Daybell. What really happened? Okay. Yeah, this has been in my mind for a while now, and so I decided to go ahead and do it. Also, I wanted to say that in my description box, I'm putting a disclaimer because, as I am talking about other people, I don't want to get in trouble for using their names, so I feel like I should put a disclaimer, and it says something like, the tarot cards allegedly the tarot cards gave me this information, and it's from my spirit guides. It doesn't reflect on my own thoughts and feelings. I feel like I have to put that there, because I don't want to get in trouble for anything, or for anyone thinking I'm defaming their name or their character. And it also says that too. Also, one more time about the comments. I've been just getting all kinds of wild comments, y'all. The other day when I was talking about the comments, it doesn't mean you can't comment. You can comment all you want to. I'm talking about the people that come on here that are non-believers and they're hating. Some of those comments y'all don't see because they go straight to spam, or I delete them before anyone can see them. But some of them are horrible. They call me a liar. They use foul language with me, and they compare me to other people and saying that I'm lying or copying them. Just things like that. And all that brings my energy down. I work alone. I don't watch other readers because I don't need to and I don't desire to. It doesn't mean anyone else can't because, that's your business. But I don't watch other readers because I don't need to. I've been doing this for 30 years, more than 30 years. So I know my cards and I know my stuff. And, most of my information comes from my spirit guides. Okay, I've been doing this all my life since I was a young child. My mother's from Europe, and I was around this stuff my whole life. My father is Native American and African American. So I had a African American grandmother, and then I had a Native American grandfather, and they used to practice this stuff all the time. I was, as a child, we had a medicine man, a medicine woman. Every time we got sick, they wouldn't take us to the doctor. They would take us to the medicine man or medicine woman. And I was always around incantations, spells, just stuff like that. So I grew up with this, okay? And as far as my cough, I'm coughing because I had the flu 4 weeks ago. I was in the hospital, and, I've been on antibiotics for a month. This flu has really kicked my butt, and I still have this lingering cough that I just cannot get rid of. And I've been on 4 rounds of antibiotics. They gave me the Tammy flu pill and cough medicine and all kinds of stuff, but I still have this cough. So forgive me if it bothers you. There's nothing I can do about this cough. I try not to cough on camera, but sometimes I do. So, that's just what it is, okay? So anyway, let's get on with the reading. I shuffled for at least 20 minutes, and these are the cards that fell out. These 2 fell out immediately, so those come first. But this is the Lover's card, and I asked the cards what really happened between their relationship and if he killed her. Excuse me. And so there's people outside talking. I don't know if y'all can hear them. Okay, so for the first one is the Lover's card. Hold on, these people are yelling outside. Okay, anyway, when it's in the upright position, this is, the lovers that are in love and want to be together, and, the archangel's giving them a blessing. Tank, get over here and get in that bed. Quit barking. Okay, but it's in the reverse. So when it becomes in the reverse, the angel's upside down, so he has no more power to give the couple. And if you see, the mountain becomes prominent, and so it divides the couple. So this is what happened to them. They were together for a very long time, since young age, or high school or college or something like that. And I felt like they just had a loss of love after all the years that went by. I feel like their love just lessened for each other, mainly him. I don't see her losing her love for him, but I see him losing his love for her. And I think he got bored and tired. And I also feel like he was promiscuous, even though he was this big church leader or whatever he was. I felt like he was a little bit promiscuous. And once he met Lori, I think that he was very infatuated with her and vice versa. And he pretty much manipulated her mind. And she, I feel like she was very easy to manipulate. I feel like Lori was very easy to manipulate. And, or I see that. I'm not going to use the word I feel because that's not what I feel. I see that she was very easy to manipulate and she just fell for all his tricks, But when it got to the point to where Lori and Chad wanted to be together, that's when Chad had, this idea about his woman. He wanted to get rid of her. He had a huge insurance policy, which we all know. And I feel like I see that he wanted to collect on that. Excuse me. Now, with the Judgment card, again, this is the Awakening card. I call it the Aha card because once he figured out that he could get the insurance money, he was like, oh, okay, now I realize that. He had an awakening, but his awakening was a bad one. He had an awakening of getting rid of the woman and he could have this money. He didn't love her anymore. I see in the cards, I see that he didn't love her anymore. He was tired of that lifestyle and he wanted a different lifestyle. So that was an awakening for him. He was like, okay, I see what I can do now. I asked the cards if he killed her. It didn't give me a definite yes or no, but it's leading, all the information here leads up to that. Okay. And, and I feel like, I gotta stop using that word, I feel. Okay, I see that he had a thing for Lori already, I see that they were already, doing stuff together, and being intimate and stuff like that. So, yeah, he was cheating on his wife. Okay, so here is the Three of Cups. Okay, so in the upright position, that means the, cheating. There's three people. Okay, so there's three people here. Third party, which was Lori, was the third party, all, mingled up all together. This is the card of celebration. Three people. This also means three people. So this also could mean, a third party, but it's in the reverse. So when it's in the reverse, it shows that he no longer had celebration with his wife. There was nothing there left for her. He just didn't want that anymore because he had this third person. Okay, so, with the Three of Cups in the reverse, I see that there was a lot of arguments, poor decisions, and gossip. I'm hearing a lot of gossip. I'm seeing that someone acts without thinking, and I know that that's Chad. He was acting without thinking, making decisions without thinking it through. Okay, and also he couldn't get his feelings under control. I'm seeing that he couldn't get his feelings under control about his wife or Lori. His feelings were mixed. They're all mixed up. And he had an over excessive, what's the word I'm looking for? Obsession. Over obsessive obsession about his wife, about getting rid of her, and then an over obsession about Lori as well. So he was over obsessed with all the stuff that was going on in his mind. He was trying to figure out how he could be with Lori and get rid of his wife at the same time. This is what the cards are telling me, y'all. Okay, so let's move on to the King of Pentacles. Okay, so this represents Chad. In the upright position, this king is sitting on his throne, and this is how he was. Again, this card came up again in one of the other readings. Let me stabilize my camera, y'all. Hold on. Okay, so this came up in one of his readings. This is where he was. He was sitting on his throne. He had money in the Garden of Eden, and he was balanced at first. You see how the king has his foot on a stool here, so that means balance. Whenever there's one on the ground and then one on someplace else, that means the person is very balanced. So there's a castle in the background. That Tank, get in that bed. I'm gonna spank you. There's a castle in the background, and there's a yellow behind. Yellow always means a bright new future, bright new day, you know. And that's how he was at first when he was writing his books. And excuse me. And then, you know, when he started getting all these thoughts and plans of deception, he got flipped around. He no longer was in that position anymore, you know, especially after everything that happened, the murders, the missing kids, and, you know, the Lori's brother getting killed and all that. He no longer was in this power anymore. All his plans failed. Everything that he planned and wanted to happen didn't work out for him. He had this vision in his head that, you know, I'll get rid of the spouses, we'll be together, live happily ever after, we're going to travel with this money and all that, but all of that failed. It failed. Okay, why do I see that? Because here's the travel card right here, and then here's a Wheel of Fortune, which stopped their travel. Okay, so let's get to that. So after he made all these decisions, because this call falls right under this one, you know, they decided they were going to travel, go be together, and, you know, just live it up. They wanted to live it up, and they both had, you know, bad relationships and problems, so they wanted to just go live it up and live a whole new lifestyle and be free. And, you know, that's exactly what they did. You know, they were saying doomsday is coming, but yet they're out there Hawaii, what do you call it, vacationing in Hawaii. So how are you going to vacation in Hawaii if doomsday is coming? See, they're nothing but hypocrites. So, okay, so they went off on their trip, but then with the Wheel of Fortune in the reverse, this means good luck. Okay, but it's in the reverse, so bad luck fell upon them for all their sins. Okay, I'm seeing all their sins and all they did, bad luck fell upon them and the Wheel of Fortune stopped. So that's when everything blew up and came out in the you know, in the news where, you know, Lori got arrested and their venture stopped. Because here they are on their venture, but then their venture stopped here because she got arrested and they're being accused of all kinds of stuff. So the venture stopped. So now, again, here is the Tower. Okay, this came out in the last reading I did about one of them, the Tower. This is unexpected events, something that's tragic, horrible. And again, this is their ending. This is their ending right here. Now they're separated by strife and because of what they did. And I do see Lori going to jail, or spending some time. I don't think it's going to be a whole lot because there are no bodies of the children to, you know, charge her with death. They can charge her with abandonment of the children, but until they find their bodies, they can't charge her with murder, is what I'm trying to say. And as far as Chad, when they come back with the results of the autopsy for his wife, Tammy, I do see that they're going to find something. It's going to be a little something, but they're going to find something, and I do see that he most likely will spend time behind bars as well. This is the exact same thing that came out last time when I asked about him and Lori. Okay, so again, what really happened to Tammy is what my question was. Okay, so that was answered over here. I asked if Chad killed her, and the only answer I got was that he had this brainstorm of an idea to get rid of her. Okay, he lost his love for her. There was no more life left in their relationship. That just ended for him a long time ago, actually. Okay, but you know, he stayed with her because of the kids. But once he met Lori, that was a whole different story. All these feelings were awakened by her in him. And he wanted to start that new venture. And, you know, he was sneaky, conniving, cheating behind his wife's back is what these cards here suggest. These cards here suggest that. It doesn't come from my mind. These cards here suggest that. So, and you know, that's how the story went. So they thought up of this devious plan and went off on their little adventure, which ended up in this here. So, in my opinion, the cards are telling me, yes, that he did something to Tammy. Yes, he most likely, got rid of her. But we won't know that until the autopsy comes. Now, I can keep shuffling and asking the same question, and eventually it'll give me an answer. Okay, so I might do a part 2 on how Tammy died or who killed her. But as of right now, this is what the cards are giving me. But these cards to me confirm that yes, he got rid of her. He got rid of her because he no longer had any feelings for her. He was tired of her, and he was mixed up in this third-party situation with Lori, and they had a devious plan to go off, and it ended up in destruction. All right? So that is my reading as of now for Tammy and Chad Daybell, what really happened, and I will do an update later. Yeah. So anyway, guys, thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Share, and please do comment, and I will see you next time. Bye-bye.